What if I told you that the sun you see rise every day was constantly at risk of being swallowed by an ancient force of chaos, threatening to plunge the world into eternal darkness? Welcome to the world of Egyptian mythology, where gods battle every single day to keep the balance between light and shadow. But what if, just once, this eternal struggle was lost? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand how Apophis, the god of chaos and darkness, almost succeeded in dooming the world forever. If you enjoy unraveling the mysteries of mythology and ancient lore, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a journey into the unknown. Part 1. The villain behind the chaos. In every great myth, there's a villain, a force so powerful it threatens to tear everything apart. For the ancient Egyptians, that force was Apophis, also known as Apep, the god of chaos, darkness, and destruction. Apophis wasn't just a god, he was the embodiment of all that is evil, a relentless force that sought to bring an end to the order and harmony upheld by the other gods. Known by many names, including Apophis and Apep, his story began in a rather ironic place, as a god of the sun. Yes, you heard that right. In the earliest tales, Apophis was once connected to the sun itself before being pushed aside by Ra, the god we now associate with daylight. This dethroning left Apophis bitter and filled with a desire to cast the world into darkness forever. Part 2. Apophis, the Serpent of Darkness. Apophis was no ordinary god. In fact, his appearance alone was enough to send shivers down the spine. Often depicted as a massive serpent, sometimes 50 feet long, Apophis earned the monikers Evil Lizard and Serpent of the Nile. His name, derived from the Egyptian word meaning to slither, perfectly captured his menacing presence. Some stories even describe Apophis as a crocodile, lurking in the dark waters of the underworld, waiting for his moment to strike. In later Roman and Greek versions, Apophis took on the form of a colossal golden snake, miles long, with a head of stone, an unstoppable force against which even the mightiest gods struggled. Part 3. The Eternal Battle. Ra versus Apophis. Every day, Ra, the sun god, would set out on his celestial journey across the sky, bringing dawn and light to the world. But Apophis was always waiting, hiding in the shadows, ready to strike and prevent the dawn from ever coming. His ultimate goal? To cast the world into eternal darkness. Apophis would block Ra's path, and it was up to Ra and his defenders to fend him off. In many stories, the serpent was so large and powerful that Ra's followers would have to slice his belly open just to let the sun barge pass. But no matter how many times he was defeated, Apophis returned every night, ready to swallow the sun once more. Part 4. Ra's Struggle. Legends of Defiance. One particularly gripping story tells of the day Apophis succeeded, at least for a moment, in swallowing Ra's sun barge whole. Ra, never one to back down, transformed himself into a cat, a creature symbolic of protection and agility in Egyptian mythology. With the help of the god Set, they managed to cut their way out of Apophis from within, continuing their journey to bring light to the world. In another version of the myth, Apophis would hypnotize Ra and all his defenders, leaving only Set, the god of chaos, immune to his mind games. Set, armed with a spear, would repeatedly fend off the serpent, allowing Ra to escape. This battle wasn't just a one-time occurrence. It was a daily struggle that symbolized the delicate balance between light and dark, good and evil. Part 5. The Rituals to Defeat Chaos. Despite Apophis being a god, he wasn't worshipped like the others. Instead, the people of Egypt feared him and took extreme measures to ensure he would never succeed in his mission to plunge the world into chaos. An entire book, the Book of Apophis, was dedicated to keeping the serpent god at bay. It contained magical spells and rituals aimed at defeating him. Each year, priests from Ra's temple would perform the banishing of Apophis. They'd create an effigy of the serpent god, which would be cursed, beaten, and ultimately burned, symbolizing the destruction of chaos and the victory of light over darkness. These rituals were crucial for ensuring that the sun would rise again the next day, and that order would be preserved. Part 6. The Legacy of Apophis. The Enduring Threat. Though Apophis was defeated every day, he remained a persistent and terrifying force in Egyptian mythology. The message was clear. Even the gods, with all their power, had to constantly struggle to maintain balance. And what if they failed, even just once? That was the fear that kept the ancient Egyptians performing their rituals, keeping chaos at bay. So what would happen if Ra and his defenders failed just once in their eternal battle with Apophis? The world, as the Egyptians believed, would be plunged into never-ending darkness, with chaos reigning supreme. But thanks to their myths, rituals, and the courage of the gods, the sun continues to rise, reminding us of the delicate balance between light and shadow. If you found this dive into Egyptian mythology fascinating, let us know in the comments. And remember, to stay updated on all things mythology, hit that subscribe button and join our Spellbound Stories family. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next story.